The Social Evolution Theory by Herbert Spencer. The social evolution theory by Herbert Spencer is one of the most famous theories in sociology and philosophy. Spencer, a 19th-century English philosopher, was heavily influenced by Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. But instead of applying it only to biology, Spencer thought evolution could explain many areas of life, including human societies. He believed that societies evolve similarly to how plants and animals evolve over time. Spencer's theory started with a simple idea: life is about adapting. Just like animals that learn to adjust to their environment have a higher chance of survival, Spencer believed that societies, too, adapt over time. According to him, societies move from simple forms to more complex structures, evolving into what he saw as higher or more advanced societies. In Spencer's view, as societies grow, they become more organized and more diverse. This growth creates a social structure that relies on cooperation, division of labor, and various social roles that keep it running smoothly. Think of a society like a human body. The body has different organs, like the heart, lungs, and brain, each doing a unique job to keep us alive. In a society, different institutions, like the government, economy, education, and family, play separate roles. These social organs help the society function as a whole, with each one contributing to overall stability and progress. So, just as evolution shapes life, it also shapes society. Spencer saw this process as a natural and inevitable part of life. One of the interesting things about Spencer's theory is that he was the first to use the phrase survival of the fittest, which is often associated with Darwin. Spencer argued that societies and individuals who adapted well to their environment thrived, while those who did not eventually faded away. This idea had a huge impact and is often tied to the concept of social Darwinism, though it is important to note that Spencer's ideas were more about social adaptation than biological fitness. Spencer's theory describes three main stages of societal evolution: the military society, the industrial society, and the ethical society. In a military society, the focus is on power, hierarchy, and obedience. People in these societies follow strict orders, and the community is focused on survival through force. This type of society is similar to what we see in early human civilizations, where war and conflict were common and helped groups gain control over others. Next comes the industrial society. This society evolves as people move from fighting each other to working together to create products and services. With technology and trade growing, societies move toward becoming industrial. The focus here is on cooperation and production instead of power and conquest. Industrial societies need people to work together, share skills, and rely on each other to build things that make life easier and more enjoyable. Here, people become more specialized in their skills and more dependent on each other, leading to a complex, interwoven social structure. Finally, Spencer theorized the development of what he called the ethical society. This society is the ideal, where individuals and communities focus on helping each other, living harmoniously, and striving for peace and justice. In an ethical society, people would work for the common good rather than just their own needs. Here, compassion, empathy, and understanding guide actions instead of power or competition. Though no society has fully achieved this stage, it remains the goal many strive for. However, Spencer's theory also faced a lot of criticism. Some people found it too rigid, as if societies could only progress in one fixed direction. Others felt his ideas were overly optimistic about where societies were headed. The biggest issue, however, came from his concept of survival of the fittest, which many misuse to justify inequality, racism, and other harmful beliefs. Spencer did not necessarily advocate for the harshness associated with social Darwinism, but some individuals and groups used his theory to promote the idea that weaker people or less advanced societies were naturally destined to fail, which is ethically and scientifically problematic. In addition, his views on how societies naturally progress toward an ideal form do not always align with history. Many societies face setbacks, regressions, and challenges that do not follow a clear, upward path. Wars, economic collapses, natural disasters, and other issues disrupt the steady progression Spencer believed in. So, while Spencer's social evolution theory provides a way to look at how societies can develop over time, it is not a perfect explanation. Another part of Spencer's theory focused on individualism. He thought each person should strive to become the best version of themselves to help society grow as a whole. To him, this meant being responsible for one's success, hard work, and actions. If everyone worked on improving themselves, society would benefit and grow stronger as a result. Yet, this emphasis on individualism has sparked debate because it downplays how social circumstances, like poverty, lack of access to education, or discrimination, can limit people's opportunities. One of the more forward-thinking aspects of Spencer's theory was his view on social roles. He understood that as societies became more complex, different social roles would develop, each necessary for society's overall functioning. This is somewhat like what sociologists today call the division of labor. In a modern society, we have teachers, doctors, builders, artists, and many others, all contributing to the whole. Spencer's work anticipated this understanding of specialization and cooperation, showing that he recognized the value of interconnectedness. The social evolution theory also has some applications in understanding how societies today are constantly changing. With rapid advances in technology, shifts in cultural values, and the development of global connections, societies evolve and adapt in new ways. Spencer's idea that societies move towards greater complexity and interdependence can be seen in how global economies, digital networks, and multicultural communities operate. In a way, his theory helps explain why people today are more connected and reliant on each other than ever before. So, even though Spencer's social evolution theory may not be a perfect model, it provides a foundation for thinking about how societies and cultures change over time. It is a reminder that societies are not static, they adapt, grow, and evolve. But this does not always mean they are progressing toward a specific ideal state. Human societies are complex, with many influences, and their development is shaped by countless factors, from environmental changes to technological innovations to cultural values. In the end, Spencer's social evolution theory gives us a framework to understand why societies do not look the same across history or geography. While it has its limitations and flaws, it also encourages us to think about the impact of cooperation, adaptation, and resilience in shaping human life. Just like with any theory, it is essential to view Spencer's ideas critically and recognize the ways societies might not always follow a predictable path. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this discussion and want to see more content like this, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking ideas and insights into philosophy and sociology. Your support means a lot to us.